Hi Cornerstone kids, Merry Christmas! It is almost the special day and I hope that you are looking forward to celebrating Jesus first of all, right? And his birth and just having some fun with your family or maybe some friends or maybe getting a special gift. Anyway, I hope that your Christmas is special. And we are going to play a little game that has to do with Christmas. I am going to show you the names of Santa's reindeers, okay? I will hold them. You probably know some of them, and here are their names because I'm going to give you a few clues. I want you to see if you can guess which reindeer the clue goes with. Okay? Are you ready? So this reindeer would be dressed in a tutu. Which one of Santa's reindeers would be dressed in a tutu? Take a look at the list or think about the song. I was thinking about the song, the reindeer song. And if you guessed dancer, you are correct, right? Dancers wear tutus. Okay, so here we go. Here's the next clue for you. You might find this reindeer cleaning your bathroom. Now this might be a little trickier unless you are a kid that helps your mom clean up a lot, okay? So here you go, take a look at Santa's reindeer. And if you guessed Comet, you are correct because Comet is a type of cleaner. Have you ever used it? All right, it's used to clean your bathroom. Okay, so here's number 3. I bet that this one will be better for you. This reindeer, his second favorite holiday is Valentine's Day. Which one of these do you think likes Valentine's Day? Are you looking? Did you think Cupid? It is Cupid because Cupid is kind of a little character that we have at Valentine's Day usually. Okay, 2 left. This reindeer is the fastest of them all. Can you guess which one is fast? Did you guess Dasher? Because doesn't that sound like a fast one? He dashes through the snow. Dasher is the fastest one of all and the last one. This reindeer will light the way through the fog. Which one do you think can light up the way? Did you guess Rudolph? Because Rudolph is the one with the shiny nose, right? So he's gonna be the one to light the way through the fog. And there are, I didn't use clues for all of them, but there are all of those reindeer. Maybe they'll come to your house this week. We'll see. Well, I want to remind you of what we have been studying at church. Okay, so this is our 3rd week of studying Jesus' birth, and we have the stable, okay, where Jesus was born, because remember, he was born in a stable where animals are usually kept. We have Mary, his mother. Okay, so Mary was a little bit fearful, but what'd she say? Have it your way, God. Do you remember that? She's like, have it your way. Then there's Joseph, Jesus' dad. And Joseph was very kind and he was obedient to God. That is Jesus' mom and dad. And of course, there's Jesus in the middle. Now we are going to add characters today. Okay, and the characters that we're going to add today is the angel. I'm going to put this angel right on top. And we are going to add the shepherd and his sheep, okay? So here are the new characters that we're gonna add today to our nativity, and I'll set it right over here. It's getting to be too many characters for me to hold. But we have the shepherds and the sheep. And you might be wondering, okay, I know what a shepherd is. A shepherd takes care of sheep out in the field. But why is a shepherd in the story of Jesus' birth? Well, we're going to find out today. And we are going to read this part of the story in Luke. So go in your Bible, you're going to go to the New Testament, and first book is Matthew. You're going to go Matthew, Mark, and then Luke, okay? This is Luke chapter 2, right at the beginning, so it's going to be the big 2. There it is, the big 2. And we're going to start with verse 8. This tells the story of when the shepherds got involved in Jesus' story and why they got involved in Jesus' story. So this starts Luke 2, and it's verse 8, so the little 8, okay? It says, "There were shepherds living out in the fields nearby. It was night, and they were looking after their sheep. And an angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them. They were terrified." Did you notice that an angel showing up again? That's one thing. And the second thing is that Mary was terrified, Joseph was terrified, and now the shepherds, they are terrified. I'm not sure what the glory of the Lord looks like. It said the glory of the Lord shone around them. But I'm just imagining that it was just bright, maybe, like angels came and there was like brightness, and the shepherds were out in the dark taking care of their sheep. And then all of a sudden, like the whole sky lit up, and it said the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy. It is for all the people. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord. Here is how you will know I am telling you the truth. You will find a baby wrapped in strips of cloth and lying in a manger." So the shepherds, they're just out minding their own business, taking care of their sheep, and the glory of the Lord shone around them. I don't know, brightness, lights. And an angel appeared, and they were terrified. And the angel said a few things about Jesus. Now, let me remind you what they are. First, the angel said, "Don't be afraid," to the shepherds, okay? Second, the angel said that Jesus is for all people. Jesus isn't just for some people. Jesus isn't just for good people. Jesus isn't just for people that live in the United States. Jesus isn't just for people that have brown hair. Jesus is for all people. That was what the angel said. They said that Jesus was born in Bethlehem, okay? That was the city where he was born. And it said at the very beginning of the Bible that he was going to be in Bethlehem, that Jesus was going to be born in Bethlehem. So they're like, I wonder if this could be the real Jesus being born. And it said that he was in a manger. Now, in case you're not sure, you remember that he was born in a stable, which is like sort of like a barn for animals. And the manger, okay, where they placed Jesus, a manger is a place where they put food for the animals in the stable. So Jesus didn't have a bed, so they're like, oh, let's empty out the food out of this manger and we'll just put the baby in it. So that's what they did. And so it was probably very strange thing to do. So when the shepherds heard, okay, this baby is in a manger, in a feeding bowl for an animal, let's go find him. So suddenly, okay, so an angel said all of that, and then suddenly a large group of angels from heaven also appeared, and they were praising God. They said, "May glory be given to God in the highest heaven, and may peace be given to those he is pleased with on earth. Now, a whole group of angels came. They were probably like shocked out of their mind, right? The shepherds are out there in the field. They never see anybody but sheep. It's black, it's dark. They don't have lights like we have shining everywhere. And now a whole group of angels appeared. The angels, okay, so the angels said, gave them the information, and then the angels left and went into heaven. Then the shepherds said to one another, let's go to Bethlehem. Let's see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about. Wow. Wouldn't that be crazy? The angels all came, then the angels all left, and now they're like, okay, let's go. Let's go on to Bethlehem, because the angel just said this baby's in Bethlehem. So they hurried off, and they found Mary and Joseph and the baby. The baby was lying in the manger, and then after the shepherds had seen him, they told everyone. They reported what the angel had said about this child, and all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. But Mary kept all these things like a secret treasure in her heart, and she thought about them over and over. And the shepherds returned. They gave glory and praise to God. Everything they had seen and heard was just as they had been told. So now they knew for sure these angels came from God, because everything was just like the angels had told them that it would be. And they went and told as many people as they could about finding Jesus and about how Jesus was here on earth. So they were like, that's one of the things that we should do, like the shepherds. We learn new things about Jesus, and we need to go tell other people. Go tell people about what you know. I told you, don't forget that Christmas is about Jesus, right? And now that's something that we need to tell other people too. Don't forget. There's lots of fun things at Christmas, but don't forget that Jesus was born at Christmas, and that's the most important part and the biggest part. Tell other people, okay? This is the week that we're going to celebrate Jesus, and we are going to celebrate Christmas with family and fun and maybe presents and Christmas trees. And remember that this was the time that Jesus was born. And be like the shepherds, tell people, okay? See Jesus for yourself, and we can see him in the Bible, and we can see him when we learn new things about him, and then tell other people what you have learned about Jesus. I want us to pray, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to make today to remember these shepherds, okay? So fold your hands so they're not playing with anything. Close your eyes so no one distracts you. Jesus, thank you that you came as a baby and you were born in a manger. And thank you that we can tell people about you. We can tell them the good news about how you were born. I pray that these kids would not forget this week, this very special and fun week, that they would not forget that Christmas is about you. And Christmas is about you being born. Thank you that you love us no matter what, and we love you, Jesus. Amen. So I hope that you have a really great week, and I want to show you today's craft. Now, I don't want you to forget these shepherds, because they are important in Jesus' story, and they're important for us to copy, okay? Now, I used a piece of green paper that you might want to do the same. If you have green paper, that's a good one. And you're going to need some cotton balls. Can you guess what we're going to make with these? I hope that you have a few cotton balls like this at your house. You can always draw or color this too, but we're gonna make a sheep with these cotton balls. Now you're gonna take each one and just spread it out. You don't wanna you wanna leave it connected, but make it a little more like see-through. You see the way I did that? So take a few of them and do that, like 3 or 4, and separate the cotton balls out so that they look a little more like fur and less like a ball. Okay, so you get 3 or 4 of those. Now on some black paper, you're going to cut out the head and legs of your sheep. Okay, so the head of the sheep is a little bit kind of oval shape. Okay, cut out some little ears. They can also be little, here's mine, just little ears for your sheep, and 4 legs. Okay, there's 1. 2. 3 and 4. Okay, now glue your cotton, your stretched out cotton, sort of right in the middle of your green paper. Okay, and let that dry for just a minute while we make a star, because a star was a pretty important part of this story, because you're going to see actually a little bit more about the star next week. But if you want to cut your star out, because the shepherds were just out, they were at night, they had no light, okay? They were just out in the black of night until the angels appeared. And here is what I did with mine. So you have your sheep, the head, the ears. You can draw eyes, or I use googly eyes because I had some. You can put the legs on and the star up. Now, what I also want you to write, so you don't forget where this part of Jesus' story is in the Bible, is to write it up top. The place where it is Luke. It's chapter 2, and it's verse 8 through 20. Okay, so write that on so that you have today's story. And if you have, you remember from this craft that we started, Mary's story in Luke 1, we learned about Joseph, okay, and now we are adding on into our nativity and to our crafts, the shepherds, okay, and next week we will add the final characters to our nativity, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon, Cornerstone kids.